Hi everyone! Every instruction I'm going to explain comes from all the mechanics who are here in the shop where I am. If you have a Nissan and the message "Unavailable, front radar obstruction" suddenly appears, the first thing you think is, "Great, my car went crazy," or "It wants me to go crazy." But relax. This warning is more common than it seems, and most of the time it's not a technological catastrophe. It's something as simple as a little lint or a suicidal fly stuck where it shouldn't be. See, the famous front radar, the one responsible for automatic braking, adaptive cruise control, and preventing you from rear-ending someone because you were looking at your phone, is pretty sensitive. Think of it like that one dramatic friend. If a droplet of water, an insect, a bit of grime, or even some fog lands on it, it starts complaining. That's why many people on forums say the message disappears as soon as they wash the front of the car. But here's the interesting part. While sometimes it's just dirt, other times the radar malfunctions because the little cover, emblem, or grille that hides it was painted too thickly, or because of a cheap shop touch-up that ended up partially blocking the signal. Several mechanics and Nissan owners mentioned that after painting the bumper, the radar started complaining like someone put a wall in front of it. It makes sense. These sensors work with waves, and any poorly applied layer of paint can affect its vision. Now, if the car had even a slight front bump, another classic problem comes into play: a misaligned sensor. In many mechanic threads, people say everything looked fine from the outside, but the radar's bracket ended up a little crooked. That little bit is enough for the system to say obstruction, even when nothing real is blocking it. It's like having your eyesight slightly off to one side. You're open-eyed, but you don't see properly. Following that logic, if the bracket can bend, the wiring can get hurt too. Some users discovered that shops repairing collisions sometimes pull on the harness, leave a connector loose, or have a pinched wire, and that makes the radar work intermittently. That's why many mechanics suggest checking the connection first. A loose plug can make the system think there's a mountain in front of the car, when it's really just a little wire saying, "Help." Of course, before going full shop and parts mode, Nissan owners on the forums recommend starting with the basics. Wash and thoroughly dry the front emblem. It sounds silly, but it works. And if the weather is cold or there's snow, remove and dry the ice too, because this sensor hates ice as much as any old car hates a steep hill. Many users reported the message went away as soon as the car warmed up and the ice melted. Now, if you've already cleaned, dried, and visually inspected the front of the car and the little message stubbornly remains, the next step is to read the codes with a scanner. If the scanner says the radar is out of range, then it's time for what many mechanics describe calibrating it. That can only be done with special tools at the dealer or fully equipped shops, because they need to place panels in front of the car and follow a procedure that looks like it came from a NASA lab. If your Nissan was in a collision, this calibration is almost always necessary so the car behaves properly. And in the worst case scenario, though it's not that common, the radar is damaged. Some forum users reported having to replace the entire module. The good news is that before you get to that point, the car usually shows other symptoms, like erratic readings, intermittent warnings, or failures in the adaptive cruise control. That's why it's important to follow the logical sequence: clean, inspect, scan, calibrate, and only if everything fails, replace. Meanwhile, remember something important. When this message appears, your car can still be driven, but automatic braking and adaptive cruise are disabled. In other words, you can drive, but don't rely on electronic assists. Drive the old-fashioned way without expecting the car to brake for you. This warning almost always has a simple solution: dirt, paint, ice, a light bump, a misalignment, or a mischievous wire. Everything is connected like dominoes. If you understand how the radar works, you understand why the message appears, and why it disappears so quickly when the cause is something trivial. The key is to follow the steps calmly, because in most cases, the problem is far less serious than the message makes it seem.